This is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Okay, what I want to talk about is something that you should think about very hard before you say it to people that you are really concerned about. The thing is, oh yeah, here's my look. I got this shirt given to me when I was in Thailand. But anyway, the thing is, one thing that I've noticed is one of the things you don't say to me is you can't do it. And the thing is, I've learned a lot of things that you think are impossible, they're not. And so when you say you can't do that, or it's impossible to do that, this type of stuff, personally, I lose respect in what you know. I lose respect in you because you don't have your mind's not open enough to see all the opportunity that's out there, and so so when the thing isn't you say that is impossible. The way you should respond to something like that is, that's interesting. How do you plan to do it? Because that is the important thing. It's not, but you can't do that. That's impossible. You know, that's not a positive in any way. But they may have an idea, and it's something that you may consider. And so it's not a good thing to say. Another thing is, let's see, going up to see who's up on the roof here. I think it's odd why they have all the lines on this side, but on the other side over here, they don't have lines. I don't know what that is. It's the same building, but anyway, we'll move the one over there so I don't have to dodge all the lines. The thing is, I've got businesses. I've got people that work for me. I've had people working for me for a long time, all the time, I guess. And there's been times when I've had jobs and I've worked for others. Not the one, there's more than one thing. I'll talk about it, but there's things that I just cannot stand for an employee to say to me, and it's something that I don't say when I'm working for somebody. I sure don't tell them that, and that is no. I never tell them no, or I don't know, or it's I can't do that. You know what I mean? These are things that, why the hell are you here? You know what I mean? If you're incapable, what are you doing here? I don't understand. So that's why I hate it when people respond like that. And like I say, like I don't. If if you're telling me to do something that I don't know anything about it, you say, I'm not going to say, no, I don't know. I'm going to say, how do I do it? Who can I find to help me do this? we don't know everything. None of us do. I get into things. Okay, I came here to China. This trip, I came to China to start an import-export business. Like, what do I know? I know nothing. So, what I did was I came with the intent of finding businesses that on products that I can import-export. But I don't know anything about the import-export business. I sure don't know anything about the products that they have. So, I'm talking about, it's not what I know. I have to find out, or find out who does know this stuff. I can't be expected to know everything. So, and it's okay. But I need to find people that know what I need to be done. Whether I can do it or they will do it. And that's one of the things that I had before I left. I had people tell me, well, you can't do an import-export business. It takes people with a license. Okay. So now you just saved me work. I don't have to do it, do I? Somebody else will do it. You see what I'm saying? Instead of trying to make a negative thing out of this thing, you can't do it. No. You know, it changes completely. Somebody else would do that. Now all I gotta do is find the products. You know, and what kind of stuff do I want? I want to specialize in. I mean, they already have their own businesses. They don't give a damn about me. It's my business. So that's why I need to find out more about the business itself, the import-export. And I've found all kinds of stuff. And I learned enough about it that I kind of figured out what I want to do and what I don't want to do. And it ended up I got married instead, so, and then I lost interest in it. So, but see, and but I say I got up a lot of information. One thing was, oh man, I found an import-export. Yes, I don't have a license. Yeah, I understand all that kind of stuff. That's no big deal. But what I did find out, I found a guy that has cars that are less than 10 years old, and it's in Singapore. China, you can't have a car more than 15 years. I think it was Singapore. Might have been Taiwan. But anyway, you can't have cars more than 10 years old. So here, I have access to cars that are 10 years old. Now, a car that's 10 years old, there's still a lot of life in it. I can sell them, and I can export them or import them in Central America. And it's, I think he said 10 or 20 cars a month is what I need to do. And I should be able to make, after all expenses, I should be able to make $1,000 per car. So, you know, you should be able to make $10,000, $20,000 a month just in cars. This is what I found, and this is what I could do. You know, I mean, there's opportunities out there. And what? I came here to China looking for electric motorcycles like the one I have. That's what I wanted, really what I wanted to import-export was those things, because I think those are cool. And but anyway, I think it all falls under, I've always wanted a pawn shop. Oh, I think a pawn shop would be fun. The problem is, I have so much fun with all the stuff. I would buy everything and I wouldn't want to sell it. That's why I've never owned a pawn shop. Why would I sell stuff? This is good stuff. I'll keep it myself. So that's why I don't do it. And I guess that's why I'm not made out to be import-export either. And like I say, I got people in Central America that would be happy to take, 5, 10, 15 cars a month. I think they'll be selling let's see, it's been a few months now. I've gone through a lot of stuff since then. But I was thinking I can pick them up for $3,000 to $5,000 each. And it costs about $1,000 each to ship them overseas. And then you sell them to somebody overseas. So you sell them to somebody overseas for maybe $6,000-7,000. And I mean, these are 10-year-old cars. I mean, they ought to be able to sell them for maybe $10,000. So, but I say there's all kinds of things that are cool out there. And to see, if I would have listened to the first person that told me, well, import export, that's impossible, you can't do that, you know what I mean, then I would have missed out on everything. So there's a lot of things out there, and I say, so having that kind of attitude, I can't do or you can't do type of attitude, is not a good thing. And I use that same practice in three-man militia stuff, in all kinds of stuff, all my businesses, and now I gotta teach my wife, communist. She's born and raised a communist, so her thinking is like this. Well, and so if it's something that's taking place out here, no, you can't do it. You know what I mean? Don't listen to those people. You can do it. So that's what made me think of all this stuff. That I thought, man, here's a whole country of people that are limited on what they can do. It's just amazing to me. But anyway, I just thought I'd share my thoughts with you. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.